Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're staying in another new hotel for us. We are staying at the Meridien in Arcadia. We're just across the street from the horse racetrack, just to kind of give you an idea of where we're at. And we are in a king bedroom, one bedroom suite. So let's go take a look around. Here we are in the entryway, and as you can see, we do have some good overhead lighting. We do have a thermostat control over here, which I have to say, after staying here for the last 4 days, this has been the best AC in a hotel I think we've ever had. And that's big for us. Over here to our right, we do have the linen closet, I guess you could call it that. But essentially there are shelves in here where you can store your things. There is a safe, an ironing board, an iron, hangers, and 2 robes, which, as you guys know in some of our previous videos, sometimes we only get 1. We got 2 this time. There's also a luggage rack in here as well. So let's go take a look at the living room. Here we are in the living room space. Now, I will say, although they call this a 1 bedroom, I feel like it's more like a loft or studio type because there isn't actually a door that partitions this area from the bed area. It's more like a 3/4 of a wall. But over here on this side, we do have a little side table. We do have quite a big couch, which I do think does open up into a pull-out couch. We do have another table here. We have a few lights. There's this light, and that light. So it is actually pretty bright over here. Back behind us, we do have a little dining room table with some bar stools. So if you wanted to hang out and have some food, not on the couch or in the bed, you could sit here. They did leave us some fruit, some sparkling water, and a really cute note, which I thought was really nice. I have yet to have that happen to me at any Marriott property. So it was a nice little touch. And then there is also a generic Keurig back here, so it's not an espresso, it is just another type of little K-cup machine. And then back on this wall, where typically you would find a desk, we don't have a desk, we just have this like big kind of spread out workbench area, so it does have some shelving here for extra storage. We do have a mini fridge down here, which was really great because I was able to put my insulin in there. And then one other nice feature is that you do have a mirror here and you do have a mirror on this wall as well. So you can definitely get your fit check in. Next up, we're gonna go look at the bathroom. So here we are in the bathroom. It is actually quite a spacious bathroom in terms of space, although I will say the double vanities, I didn't really like the style of them because they don't connect. And there's just not enough counter space here for me to really spread out. I did appreciate the fact that they did have a magnified mirror over here, and then they did have really good lighting in here, so I did love that. The other feature of this bathroom that I did really like, although I thought this room was going to come with a tub, it didn't. It came with an extremely large shower, which, as you can see, is pretty big. So you've got the rainfall head up here, you've got a standard head over here, and then a little like portable head over here, and this really long bench that you can just kind of sit, maybe steam, or just kind of enjoy being in the shower. But yeah, I like this shower a lot. And back behind us is the toilet closet. So we'll go show you that too. Back on this side of the bathroom is where the toilet closet is. One thing I would like to point out is that this isn't like a pocket door, it's just a swinging door. So either this door has to be fully open in order to open this door, because I don't think you can close the door if this door is closed. So a little bit of a design flaw there. So don't lock yourself in the bathroom is all I gotta say, because I don't know how they get you out. Next up, we're gonna go look at the bedroom. So here we are in the brightest part of the room. As you can see, we are in a corner room, so we do have windows along the entire corner. It is very bright in here in the morning. We actually had to resort to using one of the hangers to clip the two blinds together just to kind of diffuse some of the light that was like quite literally shining right on us. I will say the bed was pretty comfortable. A lot more comfortable than most Hiltons. Not quite as good as some of the other Marriotts that I've stayed at, but it was fairly comfortable. We both did have side tables, although they do not match. My side had all the controls for the room, so I could control all the lighting in the room on my side, but Gary didn't. We did have 2 plugs and 2 USBs, so that was really nice. There is an alarm clock and a phone on his side, as well as some extra drawer space. And then, of course, the chair, which has a little table, which I thought was cute, but honestly, we didn't really use it. One more thing I forgot to mention is the TV situation. So the placement of the TV, if you're laying in bed, it's really hard to see on this side of the room. I think if you were on the couch and swiveled it towards the couch, it wouldn't be that bad. But we did find that it was a little bit hard to watch TV in bed, just given where the placement of the TV was. But overall, it was a decent TV. And you guys know we hook up a Roku, so we don't really watch cable. But yeah, just keep that in mind in terms of placement of the TV. Wasn't a deal breaker for us, but we definitely wanted to let you guys know.
Checking out the view from the room. You see, there's the roof over there. We're a little bit too low. I think if we were higher, we'd probably be able to see the pool on the other side. And that's what we're looking at. It is loud here because there is a hospital close by, and you do hear sirens pretty regularly. And you'll see in the distance over there, that's a horse racing track or dog racing track, one or the other. And that's been pretty busy most of the nights we've been here. So it's a fairly busy intersection. Here's the hallways. It's kind of like a gray, got a little bit of orange and some white. These are what the hallways look like. Not much to it. Pretty standard. On every floor, it looks like there's an ice machine. And you'll see, there's the elevators. So it's right to the right of the elevators if you're walking away from it. There's more of the hallways. Let's go check out this gym. Some of the food offerings here.
Level M.
You head down to the M floor, and that's where you find there's a private dining hall right there. And then here's the gym, so let's check out this gym. Made it down to the gym. There are 5 treadmills, 3 ellipticals, you got a leg press, overhead press, chest press, you got the lat pull down, got one of these big machines. They do have a water station in here. Oh, and they do have some cold towels. Oh, I do love me a cold towel. That's so nice when they have cold towels. Recumbent bike, exercise bike. And I got some free weights here. Bench press. Some other free weights. Now they do not have a Peloton, which is surprising, because most of the newer resorts have Pelotons. Most the higher end, I should say, resorts have Pelotons. Here's your view too when you're working out. You get to look into the lobby area, which is really nice. Get a nice view of the lobby area. There's the restaurant that we had one night. We'll talk about that in the conclusion. Made it down to the lobby level. I like this little painting. It's kind of neat. There's a lot of horse-inspired stuff here. But here's the elevator. There's a long walkway to get to the elevators. To the left here is going to be that fancy restaurant that we saw a little bit from above. Straight away is an opened atrium area. Check out the restaurant. So that's the restaurant. Again, stay tuned to the end. We'll give a review of what we thought of the food. Then they have they have a bar area over here to your right. All right. The outdoor area we'll explore in a minute. You'll see there's like a sitting area. And then as we come past this pole, straight away is gonna be check-in, their little store. There's the bar area. There's check-in over there. There's a little hangout area over here. I'm gonna check out real fast. Pretty neat little hangout area. You can just kind of hang out, have some drinks. Head to the outside area. Just kind of checking everything out, look before the sun rises. Some heat lamps over here. Check over there in a second. I'm gonna go this way first. This is really nice. I like the little lights and everything out here. Not very many places to sit though. But they do have a couple sitting areas like this towards the back. Not very much out here to sit though, so if you want to come out and hang out, not very many options. There's the hotel. We're actually all the way over in that room over there in the far corner. That would be our room right there. See everybody getting up for the day. But here's the outside area. There's a pool over here to the right I'm going to check out real quickly. Made it into the pool area. There's a water fountain, shower, and here's the pool. Just kind of an interesting, kind of like a spinning dice kind of look to it. Interesting little setup there. This is the pool. It's got a decent amount of chairs. So nice and set up for the day. A little bit closer. So apparently it's like a 4'6" pool. Pretty nice. One last look at this outside area. There are some seats up front, couches and stuff. So there's a little more seating up front. There's not too much out in the actual grass area or on that top ledge. I'm guessing that's more for parties and stuff. That concludes our stay.
Honestly, overall, it was a really good stay. We didn't quite get the room I thought we were gonna get on upgrade, but it still worked out and it was still a really comfortable room. Unfortunately, we didn't do a whole lot of exploring just because we were both kind of feeling a bit under the weather. But overall, I thought the hotel was really nice. I loved how big the shower was.
Yeah, the shower was really nice as a plus. It was fairly comfortable, the room. I would say the bathroom's kind of weirdly spaced with that door not closing and then kind of closing with the bathroom door was really weird. We did go to the restaurant downstairs. Honestly, for the quality, I think it's a little bit overpriced. It wasn't a bad experience, but it definitely was not worth the money. The gym was pretty nice, but again, small for the size of the property. And that outdoor seating area would be cooler if they put some more seats. It's just kind of very open in the middle with nothing there and then a couple seats around the outside. But otherwise, a fairly nice hotel and in a pretty good location.
Yeah, so just keep in mind you do have to valet there. You can't self-park at all. And the restaurant, like we mentioned, that's on property, it's a little bit expensive for what you're going to usually pay for. Like, we're already on our next hotel stay, and I have to say the food's actually been cheaper over here than it was over there.
Yeah, we're over by Universal, so definitely subscribe if you want to see those videos. And then the last thing too is with the valet, they actually parked ours under a tree and like a bird defecated all over our rental car, and it was absolutely disgusting when we got it back. They did nothing to clean it, they did nothing to do anything like that, they just gave it to us and walked away. So a little disappointing in that fact. And if you get there too late at night, the bell service doesn't work either.
That is very true.
So if you like this video, please take a moment and give it a thumbs up.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
And ring that notification bell so you get notified when we do at least 3 videos a week.
I will come and get you for the next one.
Ain't that the truth? Baby Ruth.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
We just wanted to take a moment to thank you guys for watching this video. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, would you please consider hitting that subscribe button, as it helps us reach a wider audience and helps our channel grow even further. To those of you who are already subscribed to the channel, we just wanted to say a huge thank you for always being there and supporting our channel. We cannot wait to take you guys on our next adventure, so we'll see you guys in the next one.